ready?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you YouTubes! I don't know what to say. I fucking hate intros. You know this. Hey guys, this is Mike, and with me today I have my bro.
That's me.
Bro, that's you. Talk.
Mass Bandit, I'm here. I was told to only speak when spoken to, so...
Oh, that's right. I did tell you that. We probably shouldn't do that.
Mike needs some moral support for his little video here, so I'm here to ooh and ah over what he's going to show you guys.
I just wanted to go over a few things about our landscaping, because you kind of see it with NoNameLandia. We end up doing a lot of really natural landscaping.
Mm-hmm.
I have it broken up into 4 categories, basically. One is nature, and it's pretty much wherever stuff has been before and hasn't really been touched. Maybe it's just like lightly taken care of in a park.
For example, by the fence by the wooden coaster, you mentioned in an episode that you had like dead wood there intentionally because they wouldn't take care of that.
Right. If it's still standing and it's not going to fall, then they're not going to take care of it. Then the second category that I like to call is Neature.
That's neat.
Of neat and nature.
That's neat.
basically what Neature does is that it kind of replicates nature, but in a way that is aesthetically pleasing to the park. You usually find this in areas that haven't really been landscaped a whole lot.
So basically, all of NoNameLandia.
Pretty much all of NoNameLandia. There are some landscape bits though.
Okay, sorry, I'm jumping the gun.
So the third one is landscape, and basically that one is you have structure with your plantings. It's in a sort of inorganic way. I mean, it doesn't grow that way in nature. You're actually forcing a design with plants. And then the last one is glamscape, and that's what a lot of people do when they just like spam flowers and stuff like that. But that would be the highest budget for landscaping your park.
So Disney
is glamscape for sure.
Glamorous.
But we are looking at. Remind me who this is.
This is Whitesider.
Yeah.
And you told me it was called Elven Warriors, so we're gonna go with this. Elven Warriors by Whitesider. I feel like a producer here of a radio show.
You are a producer on my radio show.
That's cool.
It's freaking amazing. We just needed a little backdrop for the workshop items, but damn.
Yeah, that's really neat. That's impressive. Like
that's neat.
Yeah, and people say I'm good at like signs. Shut up. Look at this.
But
anyway,
what I really wanted to do is I wanted to explain what Neature is, because it's something that we use a lot.
I hear it's neat.
And it's very neat. So what we're going to do is we're going to put in our big trees first, things that have been here for a long time, and I'm looking for them, and I can't find them. There it is.
Why don't you
That's
just click on the tree filter?
Oh. Look at that. Well, when you filter it out, it makes it seem like we really don't have that much in the game.
It's because we don't really have that much in the game.
Don't say that.
Hi, Silverhead's not here. I can say whatever I want.
Oh, that's true. We don't have to be
Chief
nice
Beef
to
isn't watching anymore.
He really is not anymore.
He don't care. Anyway, put your damn tree down.
All right, I'm going to put my tree down. And what I'm going to do also is I'm going to vary the heights. So for this tree, I can sink it into the ground a little bit. And I'm also going to give it plenty of room around. I don't necessarily need to make it a hedge of tree. That isn't what you would normally see. It would also, in a scientific sense, it wouldn't be good for the plant. Of course, this is just a simulation, but if you use real life logic, you can actually make things look a lot realer. That's not a word.
It is now. Hashtag realer.
And then you also want to vary, because they do give us 3 variants. You definitely want to vary what you're working on. You don't want to
rotate.
Just use the same. And rotate too.
I always forget to rotate.
So I'm just giving it a little bit of space between the canopy, and I'm looking in all directions, so that when I put stuff together, that it has some sort of kind of random organicness is what I'm going for.
I feel like I'm learning something here.
You should be learning something.
Well, maybe I'll be better at it from now on.
When you look around, you have actually created depth, even in this tiny little scene, because your trees are not all in one line. They're not all at one height. You've got one that is more prominent than the others. And I guess that's just like it's how we design as humans. So it's gonna show up. But that definitely helps. The other thing that really, really helps, and if you start doing this, if you learn nothing from this little thing except for this, you will improve your landscaping like 10 times. Just include a berm. It's small, but it makes a huge difference.
You know, I never did that in Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 because it was so difficult, like once.
Yeah.
But now I got to start doing that more.
So now you have a berm, and when you get down to peep level, you can really see the difference. You are creating a sort of intimacy in the landscape because you can't see beyond that other part. So you can't see like that hill behind. Oops. Getting crazy. Getting crazy with the mouse. And when you do that for every big piece of landscape that you have, you bring your sight lines to a point where you're not seeing through everything, and it actually helps to make things a little more organic and intimate.
Huh. Berm.
Yeah, berm.
Berm.
Something.
So far, I've learned press Z to rotate and put a berm in.
Put a berm in.
All right.
These trees can be really well used as like oversized landscape bushes.
The beech trees.
Yep.
Yeah, I've started doing that ever since you showed me that technique. Because the bushes, I think they're too similar in color to a lot of the other trees.
Yeah, they definitely can be. And that's why I like to vary. Even when I use the forest bush, I won't just use the forest bush. I'll include the green bush. What you really want is a variety of greens too, because if you look at if you just step outside and go into nature, which I can because I live in Montana.
That's neat.
There's a variation of greens everywhere.
I live in Houston. There's variations of concrete everywhere.
And we have lawns, don't you?
Yeah, but they're at St. Augustine, which is just glorified crabgrass.
Yeah.
Oh, in Chicago, it's like walking on clouds. You can actually walk barefoot. I love it. Here, there's all kinds of things that'll eat you, and the grass hurts.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So I'm just going to keep plopping stuff. If you want to include like a dead thing in there, that's totally cool too.
So now this is part of your Neature? This is your planned organic? Is that kind of...
Did they change this tree? Because I don't remember it having that giant...
I don't know. That looks rather large.
Yeah.
To be fair, I'm not sure I've ever used those. So there's so much stuff in this game I've never touched.
Yeah. If you want to create overgrowth, you certainly can with just like these dead pieces. Just sink them into bushes, and it can make it seem like it really hasn't been pruned in a long time, or... something's died back there and they've just never taken care of it.
Cool.
You know, simple things like that. That's basically kind of like the blueprint of NoNameLandia. We use a certain palette of trees, and then just kind of fill in the rest as necessary, but never to the point where it feels like it's too lush. It's always got to be pulled back just a little bit.
And I've noticed it's just green. Like that's another big. And I know you've mentioned this in a previous video, but
yeah.
Color is expensive, is what you said.
Color is expensive. And color on trees only happens for like 3 weeks out of the entire year.
That's true. And yet we still have like red trees and whatever.
You do. I mean, you do. You still have like purple-leaved trees and stuff like that. The last part that a lot of people may forget, terrain blending is really important too. If you want to create an effective scene here, where you don't just have grass on a hill, but you actually want to... Oh, my God.
I know.
Game.
I know. I know. The camera blows.
When you want to create, like, divots in your terrain, this is an easy way to do it.
Actually, that's really cool.
Yeah.
I'm not being an ass. That's really cool.
And that's how you get your terrain to look like it has just as much depth as what you're putting on top of it.
Cool.
That's Neature. That's pretty much... That's it.
It's pretty neat. Why are you putting palms in?
Why not? It works.
No, it doesn't.
Sure it does. All right, so this would be like if you're in a subtropical or maybe in like a Mediterranean climate, you can have all kinds of different plants in there.
I'm calling shenanigans on you.
You can call shenanigans all you want. But what I did do is I made sure that it had enough room everywhere around before I placed it. So that, except for that one's kind of touching.
I do remember all the way back in like one of our first episodes. The first thing you did was move all the plants away from the building.
I did, yes. Well, you had them in the wrong spot.
Clearly, I had everything in the wrong spot. Everything, none of that exists anymore.
It's true. So that's Neature.
Cool.
That's kind of a simple thing. So if you happen to have like an area you need to fill up, that's an easy way to do it. So it creates a sort of block, but you're not creating a hedge of trees, which makes it feel a lot more. Oh my god. So when you're on the ground, you can feel like it's lush, but it's not overdone.
Yeah, I think the big thing that separates I'm going to say landscaping, from a lot of the others we see is that you have a lot of open space. Mm-hmm. And it really lets each individual plant kind of shine. It's not a carpet. You don't carpet the ground and make big walls of trees. It's very purposeful. One last thing before this episode of BroBasics. This is what this is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. One
Ratchet shit show. That's what this is.
Shut up. One more thing. Click. Beep.
Flashback.
One more thing before this episode of BroBasics wraps up. As you know, we suck at timelines, like really bad. Well, yeah.
We don't suck. I suck at timelines.
I was going to throw you under the bus, but then I thought better of it because, Brocoaster is our thing. So anyway, our timeline is always jacked up, and we try for one episode a week, but I mean, Mike has a full-time job right now. He's the one that edits all the videos. So that's hard for him. And not to mention he decided to join the Shy Guys World competition. So while I was away.
Hashtag mistake.
Well, hey. Anyway. And there's some real life things that both of us might have coming up. I said I was going to have a lot more free time in summer. I lied. So,
just a dirty liar.
Brocoaster and all of its forms might be taking a bit of a back seat. I'm not giving up on it. I want to keep pushing through till the park's finished. And
I'm not giving up on it either.
I was about to say, and I'm pretty sure Mike is, wants to see it all the way through.
Oh, I'm not going to throw you under the bus, but here's the bus. Get under it.
I invite you to step in front. No, we don't. We're not. I'm not. Yeah. Mike's going through a creative block because he joined a competition. I am still raring to go. So we're gonna see it through.
Me, bish.
I will speak for you. So, but anyway, you might notice there might be a few weeks in between episodes, but hopefully they'll trickle out. Fair?
Really nice words.
Trickle.
All right. We'll end with something I didn't create. Ooh.
Yeah, this is... Look at how cool this is.
This is so amazing.
I thought you were going to Neature this. That's what I thought you were doing.
I thought I was too, but it's really, really big. It's like, I don't think I can do that.
All day. But it is very, very cool. Major props to Whitesider. So that's very cool.
It's amazing.
Alrighty, so do your goodbye because this is your show today.
I don't even know if we have a sign off for this thing. What did you do for your BroBasic?
I don't know. I think I did see you next time and BroBasic.
Okay, cool. See you next time.
BroBasic. Hashtag.
All right, that's where we're gonna end it because that's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.